Hi, welcome Future Card Buddy Fight. My name is Jordan. You can also call me Fierce, Firice. Don't ask, yeah, I know it's misspelled. But this is me. This is our first video, actually re-recording it. I found the translations for all the cards for our first set online. So these are the three starter decks for Buddy Fight, Shin Buddy Fight. Found them at the local store. I was on our way to our Daiso and pick up some rabbit food for my rabbits, and I found them. Yeah, they are in tins, like metal tins. They were less than $10 a piece. Really great. I love them. So much better than the English, just little card box containers. It's one reason why I love Japan. Yes, we're currently stationed here in Japan for a couple more years. But so I've already recorded the other two videos of our Ace of Study and the Ace of Sports. So we're going to go back over and go through the Ace of Games. And just like the other videos, throwing a shout out to the Buddy Fight YouTube. There's their Twitter, and then there's their YouTube channel too. So please definitely jump over there and show them the Buddy Fight support no matter where you are. But let's get into this first off. So try and make these videos a little bit quick. So first off, we have our Awakened Deity Gargantua Dragon. And the foil on this, just like the other ones, it's a flat foil. Honestly, there is a little bit of diamond texture right up here. If I can get a good angle on it for the camera to show you. There you go, right there. So it is kind of hidden for the diamond. We saw the other dragon in the second set have it. But for our Gargantua Dragon, his ability is... Well, sorry, his flavor text. Get it in focus real quick for you. There we go. It says, Awaken Deity of Combat Gargantua Dragon. Just like he screams every time. You may use this with all flags. Okay, so straight up, he can be used in any game. That is amazing. That is beautiful. He is a size 2, 7,000 power, 2 critical, 4,000 defense. Wow, the fact that you can use him with all flags makes him... I know people are going to be splashing this into all decks. So, yeah, buy up those starter decks, trade for them. G Evo. At the end of the battle, this card, you can call up to one Dragod monster from your hand on top of this card without paying its call cost. Penetrate. If this card attacks and destroys a monster on your opponent's side of the field, it deals damage equal to your opponent, equal to its critical. So it's got that penetrate ability. Kind of reminds me of Jackknife. How you can play it on top of him without paying the call cost. Oh no, I think Jack, you had to pay the call cost for those. Yeah, it shows you how long ago I actually played Buddy Fight. So we got our Buddy Rare and 4 of those for our 5. I apologize for the sniffling. Please bear with me. So we have Gargantua Dragon Recovery Mode is how they're calling this one. He is a size 2 monster as well, with 6,000 power, 3 critical, and 7,000 defense. Call cost. Pay 2 gauge and put the top card of your deck into its soul. When this card enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Then, if it entered G Evo, you gain 2 life. Move and Soul Guard. So, you gain 1 life. If it's your buddy, you gain another... Oh no, he's not your buddy because the other dragon is your buddy. Alright, so you gain 1 life with him, and then if you G Evo, you gain 2 life. So if you made this your buddy, you could essentially G-Evo and gain 4 life in 1 turn. But they did only give us 3 of him, so if we want recovery mode as our buddy, we definitely have to buy another starter pack. Alright, next up we have Gargantua Dragon Slash Mode. I'm pretty sure they call it, I know they call it Blaster Mode in the anime, if you're watching episode 4 came out on Crunchyroll. But he is a size 2, 10,000 power, ooh, critical 3, 5,000 defense. His call cost is pay 2 gauge. When this card enters the battlefield for this turn, it gets double attack. Then, if it entered by G-Evo, you stand up a deity dragon tribe, item equip. Oh wow. So he has a penetrate and soul guard and double attack. So if you play him, focus, come on. Hold it still. Focus on this card. No, didn't work this time. Usually it works that way. There we go. Alright, so if it entered by G-Evo, you stand a deity dragon tribe item you have equipped. So you get to stand your weapon and attack again. That's kind of dirty. They gave us 3 of those. So, ooh, gotta go a little bit quicker. Get rid of that. Alright, our next card is Rei-U Fin Guard Dragon. He is a size 2 dragon, 5,000 power, 2 critical, 4,000 defense. There he goes. If you have an item equipped, this card gets plus 2,000 power, plus 2,000 defense. Move. At the beginning of each player's attack phase, if this card is on the field, you may move this card to an open monster area. Wow. So, I mean, he gets plus 2 defense. So makes him nice little 6 defense if you have an item equipped, and he can go to your center to protect you. And they gave us 4 of those, so apparently they thought that those were pretty important. Next up we have is Dorhi Gardra. Alright, I'm sorry for these names. Please don't butcher me. I like how I'm doing these names. He is a size 1, 5,000 power, 2 critical, and a 1,000 defense. Come on. You can focus. So, wow, he's actually coming out in the Korokora July 2000 comic as a box art, so he might be different on that. And he is a vanilla. So he's our first vanilla from this set, from this starter deck. Come on. There we go. So, pretty cool little dragon. And they did give us 4 of those. So, next up, I called him the thief in the first video, but his name is Mute Gardra. He's a little size 1, 3,000 power, 1 critical, 2,000 defense. And his ability says, when a monster on your opponent's field is destroyed, put the top card of your deck into your gauge, you gain 1 life. Move. At the beginning of each player's attack phase, this card can move to an open monster area. Destroy a monster, gain a gauge, gain a life, and move. Size 1. That's not bad, little size 1. And they only gave us 2 of them. Yeah, kind of might run 3 of him in a deck, just for fun. He seems kind of fun for all the abilities. All right, next up we have Dijin Gardra. Dijin, wow. Dijin Gardra is a size 1 monster. Come on. Size 1 monster with 3,000 power, 1 critical, and 1000 defense, so just a little 3/1/1. His ability is double attack, so he's got that nice little tail on him. I like that tail. Wraps around. All right, we did get 4 of those. So next up, we got our pack, our dragon flag. The gazelle. Oh wow, it's actually what it's probably his name is, Gargazelle. Yeah. So Gargazelle is a size 0 monster, 1000 power, 1 critical, and 1000 defense. Looks like it's coming out in the Korokora comic in July 2018 as well. And Garga box. We'll have to take a look for those. All deity dragon tribes on your field get plus 2000 power. So, wow. And there's 4 of those. Size 0 power boost. It's not bad. Alright. Next up, we have our first spell. Gargantua Lexicon. So, Gargantua Lexicon says, you may cast this only if you have 4 or less life. That's a hard stipulation. Discard all cards in your hand. Put the top card of your deck into your gauge. Draw 3 cards. You may only cast 1 Gargantua Lexicon per turn. Ew. What does this remind me of? Oh, yeah, the dragon one that did the same thing, like, first set. We only got 2 of those, so that's not that bad. Not too bad stipulation. Kind of draw cards if you need. Deity Green Dragon Shield. Alright, we know Green Dragon Shields. You may only cast this card during an attack your opponent's turn if you do not have a monster in your center, and you have a deity dragon tribe on your field. Counter. Nullify the attack, you gain 3 life. So, can't have someone in the center, and you gotta have left and right. So you gotta have a dragon, so they can't pick off your monsters. We only got 2 of those. Sad face. Alright. Next up, we have our Garu Energy. Garu Energy. Plus 3000s. Counter. Choose a deity dragon tribe monster in battle. And for this battle, give it power 3000 and defense 3000 and counterattack. If this card is still on the field after an attack, choose a monster that attacked with defense less than or equal to the power of this monster and destroy it. And we got 4 of those. Those come in really handy. Blue Dragon Shield. Nullify. Gain 1 life. These things have been around a while. Yeah, definitely been around a while. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn if you have no monster in your center. Nullify the attack, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. So, I apologize, you don't gain a life with this one, you gain a gauge. Free gauge card. Life would be better. They gave us 4 dragon shields, blue dragon shields. I think I got a foil one floating around here somewheres. Deity Dragon Sword Gar Saber. It's a 5000 attack, 1 critical. Equip cost, pay 1 gauge. When this card attacks and destroys a monster or deals damage to your opponents, if you have a deity dragon tribe monster on your field, draw a card. I like that one. I like card draw. So we got 4 of those. It only has 1 crit, but you know, we can play with those. So alright, next up we have Deity Dragon Sword Guard Dagger. It's 2000 damage and 2 critical. Its effect says, when you equip this card, put the top card of your deck into your gauge, and you gain 1 life. So, gain a gauge, gain a life. Swing for 2. Not that much power, but I mean, it can pick off the little guys. So, and finally, we have our impact. Now, our impact sadly is not the Gargantuan Punisher, but is the Gargarade Punisher. And its effect says you may only cast this card if your opponent has 4 life or less. Neither player has a monster in the center, and you have a deity dragon tribe on your field. Pay 3 gauge. Cast cost. Pay 3 gauge. Deal 4 damage to your opponent. This damage cannot be reduced. So yeah, beautiful. If I can get it to focus in there for you real quick. There we go. Nice little Gargarade. And they did give us 4 of these. So, one thing I should note at the above cards. Give me just 1 second. All of the dragons in this set are the DD Dragon Tribe. And, of course, your top 3 you have here are the Dragods. So, just to confirm that really quick, you know, give me just 1 second. I do like recovery mode. That life gain is really nice with recovery mode. Yes, so our Awakened Dragon, our recovery mode, and our slash mode are all the Dragods. Unfortunately, these cannot be placed in all decks. As far as what I'm seeing here, they don't have that ability unless I'm wrong with the Awaken. Let me see. Yeah, no, only the Awakened can be placed in all decks. So yeah, Awakened Deity Gargantua Dragon is the only one that says he can be placed with all flags. So that's kind of interesting. If all flags want a 2-drop penetrate with 7,000 power, I mean, hell, why not, right? But thanks for tuning into this video. Please check out the other 2 videos we have for the Ace of Study and the Ace of Sports. This was the Ace of Games starter deck here in Japan. I'm Fierce. I'm Jordan. Talk to y'all later.